continue our week-long series, Island Hopping, featuring the music, food, products, and people of our unique Hawaiian islands. Today, it's all about Kaho'olawe, the smallest of the 8 main islands, and despite its modest size, there's no shortage of its rich history. And joining us this morning with more on the Forbidden Isle is Mike Naho'opi'i, the Executive Director of the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission. Aloha, Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning. And, you know, I'd like to start off our conversation not talking about Kaho'olawe being the island that was used for target practice, but enlighten us with Kaho'olawe's history, because in ancient Hawaii, there was training that happened there.
Well, today, Kaho'olawe, one of its main purposes is set aside for Native Hawaiian traditional practices and to bring back a lot of the practices and have a place set aside in Hawaii for that. In Kaho'olawe's history, there's evidence of its being one of the largest adze quarry or stone tool making. There's history of navigation training for voyagers. There's a lot of great history on the island, and it's one of the few places that the entire island is listed on the National Register of Historic Places because of its unique, rich cultural history on the island.
And you can find lots of petroglyphs there, right, when you walk on the island?
Well, we have petroglyphs, and one of the unique things, because there was never construction on the island, you can walk up to some of these archaeological sites, and you can see the remains of Native Hawaiians from 200, 300, 400 years ago, still sitting on the ground, remaining where people walked up and just walked away from the place. And that's one of the unique things about Kaho'olawe.
And of course, Kaho'olawe, as you pointed out, a very special place, especially to the Native Hawaiians of Hawaii. But also talk about, we can't ignore that there has been devastation there over many, many years. And your team is working on restoring the life back to Kaho'olawe. So talk about what kind of things you folks are doing to do that.
Well, one of the biggest things we're doing is try to replant the native vegetation on the island. And because of the limitation of it's one of the driest places in Hawaii, we have only about 20 inches of rain. We're in the rain shadow of Haleakala. We have winds up to 50 miles an hour, and we have to deal with the unexploded ordnance every day. We're trying to bring life back to the island. So we create innovative ways of planting native plants, planting seeds on the island, try to regreen this desolate island so that Native Hawaiians in the future will have a home.
And you have to be very experimental, because you said something about, was it a paper bag?
Well, we have one area where we're using paper bags with mulch and seeds in them on this barren hardpan. And when the wind blows, it catches soil, and then eventually the bag will break down and release the seeds, and we can grow plants in these areas. These are areas where we can't dig because just inches below the surface, there's still unexploded bombs. And
it's working. You've seen it work. These plants are growing. And also something about the pili grass as well.
Well, we had a project with the federal government. They provided pili grass that was grown on Molokai, harvested in bales, and brought to Kaho'olawe. And we used that pili grass to help cut erosion down to the island. We shored up areas, and we created these circles of pili grass where wind would blow into them and collect soil. And then from that wind-blown soil, we can plant native plants.
That's great. So you're utilizing all of the natural elements of the island to play in the favor of the restoration. And talk about the volunteers, because you have a long waiting list of people that want to help.
Yes, we do. It's not only us, but also the Protect Kaho'olawe Ohana, which is the organization that founded the movement on Kaho'olawe and has fought a long time for the return of Kaho'olawe. Both of our groups, we have volunteers that come to the island. We probably bring about 1,200 volunteers a year between the two of us, and they're there to help work, help to restore the cultural practices on the island, and just to lend our hand, because our goal is to create Kaho'olawe as a learning educational place for all the people of Hawaii to learn about what ecological desolation can be like, and to help people learn about how to restore the future.
Now, when you're a volunteer there, do you still have to swim in with your garbage bags with all your stuff, or how does that work?
It depends on which side of the island you're going to. With the Kirk, we have White Sand Beach, and our boat lands on the beach. With the Protect Kaho'olawe Ohana, they camp out at a rocky shoreline, so you still have to get in the water and swim ashore. You know, sometimes the surf can be big, and sometimes the surf is small. But
you experience the warmth of Kaho'olawe before you before you land, right?
Yes, yes, you did.
Kind of her welcoming. Well, we thank you again, Mike Naho'opi'i of Kirk, for joining us this morning. And again, to see this interview again, you can visit the top video section of our website, kitv.com. We're so honored to have you in studio, again, focusing all things Kaho'olawe this morning for our Island Hopping series. Stay with us. Our top morning headlines coming up after the break.